Somebody give me Joshua 5 and 10. About 100 scriptures before I can eat now. Damn, Shabbat is already late. It's hot in here, brother. Shut the hell up. I want to eat now. Right? Joshua 5 and 10.
Book of
Read
Joshua, chapter 5, verse 10.
Bring it out.
And the children of Israel encamped in Gilead, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at even, in the plains of Jericho.
Go ahead.
And they did eat of the old corn of the land on the marrow after the Passover.
Go ahead.
11 cakes, and parched corn in the self-same day.
Right, unleavened cakes and parched corn on the self-same day. So, we got some corn for y'all, organic. They say the corn is fake now. Right. So you got to try to get the organic stuff, so-called organic stuff. We got some regular foods that don't have leaven. Everybody check the ingredients before they prepare something. So, you can eat that now. And one more thing, 1 Corinthians 11 and start at 19. Right, 1 Corinthians 11 and start at 19. Because the Passover is a solemn assembly, y'all. This is serious. This is not a party. Even though it can be looked at a righteous party, remembering Yahushua and coming out of Egypt. But this is not really about eating and drinking. It's more so about coming together and remembering our history. And, purging out that leaven that's in you, like we brought out earlier. That's serious, you know what I'm saying? It's not the time to be having no negative, ill feelings, So read that, 1 Corinthians 11, 19. I'm going to just go right through it.
With 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 19. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
Right, so there's going to be heresies or sects or different doctrines or different groups of Israelites amongst us. Go ahead.
When ye come together, therefore, into one place, this is not to eat the Lord's Supper.
So the Lord's Supper, of course, is the Passover. So we don't just come here just to eat.
Right.
All right? You're not coming together just to eat. Right? Come on.
For in eating, everyone taketh before another his own supper.
Yo, man, hold up. I get my plate first, brother. Right, go ahead.
And one is hungry.
One is hungry. Come on.
And another is drunk.
Right. It ain't come here to drink up all the wine, get roasted. You know what I'm saying? Happy Passover, brother. It was a blast. You know what I'm saying? And if you get a little nice, man, then you got to call that Uber or that cab and take it on home. You know what I'm saying? Right? Park your car, somebody drive it for you. Right? Go ahead.
What have ye not houses to eat?
Right, you got houses to eat. Come on.
And to drink.
Right, so you don't come just to the service or any feast day just to eat. You can eat before the service. Right. Because a lot of times the service, we go in, we go in the scriptures, we get long-winded. Y'all be sitting there, when the food gonna get served? Damn. We had 3 hours and ain't had a chicken leg. You know what I'm saying? No. So you got your own crib to eat in. Eat a meal, especially with us, man, because no telling how long service gonna go with us. So eat before you get here. Because don't be looking at me, cursing me out in your mind. Damn, that's some beef barbecue ribs, man. You know what I'm saying? Just, do it in a timely manner. But thou? Yeah, kind. I think the service is long. We used to go 5-6 hours. See, the old school brothers know, man. We used to read the Hebrew and then break it down in English. And you had to wait. And we dare you to look at us like you want to eat. We might go another hour just because you looked at us. So, we want you to know is about the spiritual food. But in the future, like Madhav said one time, we was keeping a feast together. I think the new moon, we was on Nostrum one time. Like, really the feast should be an hour. Because everybody should know it. We should be able to breeze right through it. Everybody know, you should know the feast backwards and forwards from studying on your own. That's why we tell y'all to come here, take notes, and study on your own. We should be able to have an hour service and we done. Because everybody up, we got the feast on lock. Okay? But for new people, we understand, but, we really should be able to breeze through. But sometimes the Spirit bring out things on a feast you might have to edify on different things that's going on in the nation. Go ahead.
Or despise ye the church of Yahweh.
Go ahead.
And shame them that have not.
Come on.
What shall I say to you? Shall I praise you in this?
Go ahead.
I praise you not.
No, I'm not praising you in this. You don't come just to eat and drink. Go ahead.
For I have received of the Most High that which also I delivered unto you. That the Most High.
What verse you in?
28.
Go ahead.
Now Mashiach Yahushua, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. Verse 24. And when he had given thanks, he brake it and said, Take, eat this, my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me. After the same manner also...
We just read that in Matthew 26. Go ahead.
After the same manner also he took the cup when he had supped, said, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do ye as oft as ye drink it in remembrance of me. For as often as ye eat this bread and drink this cup, ye do show the Most High death till he come.
Right, so that's a cut on we can't keep the Passover outside of Jerusalem.
Right.
He said as often as we do it until he make his second coming. Right. So that's a cut right there.
Right.
All right? But we don't believe in the New Testament. He said as often as you do it till I make my second coming. So that's a cut, man. We got to keep the Passover every year. Go ahead.
Right. Verse 27. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Most High unworthily shall be guilty of the body and the blood of the Most High.
So y'all know earlier we read in 1 Corinthians 5 about purging out the leaven. So if you eat the Passover unworthily, you bring damnation to yourself. So every year we got to examine ourselves before we eat up the Passover and make sure we coming before the Most High in the right spirit. All right, go ahead. And stop looking at everybody else. Look at yourself, man. This is definitely a time for the man in the mirror. And you see me around this time, I ain't really checking brothers and sisters like that, because I'm looking at pre-Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at, I got to turn it up. I got to get better this year. So it's really a time to really look at yourself. I mean, of course, if somebody go off, you got to check them. But, it's really a time of reflection on yourself. Go ahead.
But let a man examine himself.
Examine yourself. That's the time we living in. Not the looking Terah. Terah did something on September 12, 1993. And that brother's still off. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Right, good.
I was supposed to.
Off the day he came in earth. The man is wicked on his born day. Right? Come on, man. That was a spirit too.
Wow. Hallelujah.
Right? But you know what I'm saying? Come on, just looking for any little thing, Israel. You know what I'm saying? Man makes a comment on Twitter and you want to make a 3-hour video about it. About a comment on damn Twitter. Or a like or something, or whatever the hell. Examine yourself, Paul said. Right? Come on.
And so let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup.
You got to look at yourself. Am I worthy to eat of that bread and drink of that cup? Come on.
For he that eateth and drinketh unworthily, eateth and drinketh damnation to himself.
Right, you eat and drink unworthily, you eat and drink damnation to yourself. Come on.
Not discerning the Lord's body.
Then you didn't discern the Lord's body. You know what I'm saying? You're not really caring for what Yahushua died for and the sacrifice he made. Come on.
For this cause many are weak and sickly among you.
We still got a lot of the curses amongst us because we're not doing things in the right spirit. Come on.
And many sleep.
And many sleep, many dead. We still got sickness, weakness, death amongst us because the spirit is not right where we can heal each other. Right? Come on.
For if we would judge ourselves, we should not be judged.
What verse you in?
31.
Right, come on.
Verse 32. But when we are judged, we are chastised of the Most High, that we should not be condemned with the world.
Go ahead.
Wherefore, my brethren, when ye come together to eat, tarry one for another. And if any man hunger, let him eat at home.
See that? Paul said, look, if you're hungry, stay home, man. You don't come to the Most High's feast day to abuse it and eat and drink because you hungry or greedy. God, hallelujah. So now at this time, all right, Salakia, Shalom to all the brothers and sisters that tuned in to the live. We're going to cut it off right now. Shalom. All right, so at this time, brothers and sisters, eat, drink, be merry. Let the women and children eat first. And then after that, elder men down to younger men. That's the order. Line up. Get your food, or I guess sisters are going to serve. They're going to serve or self-service?
We need to assist the service.
We're going to serve, yeah, so the food can be rationed out. Exactly. Wait a minute. Don't get hasty yet. All right, listen up. Give me Deuteronomy 16:16. I told y'all 100 damn scriptures before y'all eat. Now, hold up. Let's keep some order first. Deuteronomy 16:16. You know, Israel, you know, we got to do the uncomfortable part. Damn it, I'll be the bad guy.
Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 16.
Come on.
3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before the Most High, appear before the Most High thy power in the place where he shall choose.
Especially you males. Go ahead.
In the feast of unleavened bread.
Which is the Passover. Go ahead.
And in the feast of weeks.
The feast of weeks, which is the first fruits. Come on.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
The feast of tabernacles or the ingathering in the booths. Go ahead.
And they shall not appear before the Most High empty.
Go ahead.
Every man shall give as he is able, according to the blessing of the Most High thy power, which he have given thee.
Right, so last but not least, anybody that have donations, whether big, small, medium, halfway, you can bring them up at this time. After that, eat, drink, and be merry. We ask y'all to clean up throughout the night because we don't have the place that long. So fellowship, be in the spirit. Watch your drinking, watch your eating, no gluttony, no going back for thirds, and somebody haven't eaten the first plate yet. All right, and everybody eat, drink, and be merry. You got any donations, bring them up now. Kwame Shalom! Ashar! Passat! Happy Passover 2018, Kwame Shalom! Hallelujah! Good, enjoy yourselves, Israel. Shalom!
Yasharala, Salaram, Yasharala, Yaikorb Yahawada in the building. Over here, A.O.N.J, closing for Passover. And I want to say all praises to Yahweh Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? It's another Passover. We closer to our Exodus, closer to the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? And we over here with all the Akiyum and Akiwab, all the beautiful brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? And all praise to the Most High and Yahweh Shai. You know what I'm saying? One love.
We here with the elders first. You already know, Pesach 2018 Mac News. What Passover mean to you, brother?
Passover means a new beginning for me to make my life correct and keep my life correct.
Praises, all praises. So how many Passovers is this for you?
This is like the 7th one for me, but with different camps.
Guns, the seventh Passover for the elder. All right?
Yes.
Anything you want to say to the people?
I just want to say to my brothers and sisters, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatah.
All praises, all praises. What's your name, King?
My name is Ariyah.
Ariyah. All right, the water, King. We're here with Elder Tarad, the Passover, Pesach 2018. What Passover mean to you,
Man, Passover is a beautiful thing when we remembering how the Most High passed over the children of Israel and punished the Egyptians, man. Okay, the same thing he's going to do with this kingdom. It says, for the same reason I've raised Pharaoh up, the same reason I've raised thee up, man. So it's a beautiful thing, man. But we focus right now on brotherhood and getting ourselves together, man. We know the Most High going to do what he going to do. He going to make it do what he do. Like Ray Charles said, he going to make it do what he do. You know what I'm saying? But we just focus on us, man. It's a beautiful thing. The spirit of brotherhood is in here. The spirit of sisterhood is in here. And you know, Yahweh Shai said, how you should know my disciples? By the love they have for each other. Okay, so we just trying to keep that, brother. All praises. Kumya Salah.
Good afternoon. This is Manatazak Mayan speaking live, and I'm speaking for Mac News at 144. Mac News 144. Check it out. So I give it a shout out. So if you see it, you get it. This is Manatazak Mayan, and I said this is a wonderful Passover. What the Passover means for me is when the angel of death passed over from us from Egypt. Because when we was in Egypt, and those were Negroes, West Indian, Puerto Ricans, okay, that was crucified, the Mexicans. It's 12 tribes, not just one. Judah is just one tribe out of 12. but it's 12 tribes. And the Most High called us on because he's the one who made a covenant with us for all that we did. Even though we're not the best of everybody, but that's what he chose. So he's looking for a select few, which is 144,000, a poor shame, and 1% of the women, because we're not getting out of here without our women. Okay, so the ones that get out of the Holocaust is the ones who've chosen and who studied the Most High laws, statutes, and commandments, and who do them. So when we keep the Passover feast, we keep it in our bread, in our brains. What the Passover means is that we're supposed to remember what happened to us as a Holocaust, as a people. Not the so-called white man, but these Negroes, West Indian, Puerto Ricans who was crucified over the years. And what we're doing as a people, we keeping year after year, time after time, family after family, generation after generation, showing our people who they are, so that way we can only save ourselves. If it wasn't for us priests, our people will find a way to kill themselves. That's why they should be thankful that we're here to give the scripture breakdown of the past, present, and future with the Most High ordered and his laws. So I'm thankful for that. I say Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the water, and I say thank you.
Okay, so we here with the Elder Manatazak Mayam. We just want to know where they can contact you for the garments, for the sovereignty, for whatever they can get to you, what Israel needs. How can they contact you, brother?
Yeah, it's easy. You can contact me through my email at manatazakmayam@gmail.com. That's MANATAZACH. MAYAM as in Mary. manatazakmayam@gmail.com. I'm listed in the phone book also, so those who look me up can get in touch with me very quickly. And I say peace and blessing to you all. And what I do the garments for Israel. Not only do I do that, but I work for the international press, and what I shoot is music and entertainment. And like if you want to have your video done or something besides garments, I do that too. So I say peace and blessing, signing out.
Shalom, we here at Mac News 1. Y'all know him, he been on the streets, season, in and out of season. When the rain, sleet, or snow, the brother putting in that work, the elder putting in that work, and his fruits, you know what I'm saying? He's out there.
News 144. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Happy Feast of Unleavened Bread, Ashar Pasach. Happy Passover 2018. All praise to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. What does Pasach, Passover, mean to me? It means the deliverance of Israel out of Egypt, Yahushai's birth, as well as his death, and us remembering that he died for Israel and our sins, and it's always been a beautiful time. Passover 2018 has been a blessing. I just want to shout out to all the brothers and sisters from different states, HOI Atlanta, HOI DC, HOI Pittsburgh, HOI Detroit, Chicago, Long Island, California. We have brothers and sisters coming from everywhere. Chicago, everywhere, man. So shout out to HOI all over the planet, goddammit. A lot of brothers and sisters from Canada, Europe, they said they would have liked to come, but hopefully next year they'll make arrangements. So Passover has been a blessing this year, and I want to thank all the brothers and sisters for their hard work. All the brothers and sisters that put in hard work to make this possible. From the grilling of the lamb, to the decorations, to brothers and sisters just saying, yo, what can I do? And I want to thank the Most High for the brothers and sisters that came through at the last minute. A lot of y'all came through at the last minute. And y'all said, listen, man, we want to make the Passover a success. What can we do? That's the spirit. It's always the spirit of what can you do to facilitate and make the Passover better. So HOI, all the camps, we here at the closing. We got about 5 or 6 different camps here. New Jerusalem Prophets, Lions of Israel, House of Worship. Brother Manatazak Mayam and some of his brothers came through. But guess what? We all Israel at the end of the day. HOI, we hosted it, but it's the nation of Israel. All praise to Yahweh, B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. So the days of unleavened bread was beautiful this year, and Passover means the world to me, like all the Most High feasts. We see the new year. I just want to thank everybody. Most High Yahushai was beautiful. It was a beautiful Passover season. This closing was beautiful. We still having fun. Brothers over here having a good time. Rejoicing in Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. And we just thanking him, man. We giving all praise, honor, and glory. And we at the closing. I just want to send a shout out to all my brothers that are not able to be here. Brother Shawapar, Brother Joel down in Atlanta, Brother Yakataj, all the brothers in D.C., all the family. Brother wasn't able to make it, but most of I wanted to come before I hope you went. One thing I need to say also, all the Passovers I seen this year were great. Everybody looked like they had a great time. Beautiful venue. Us here, man. Us here. Putting in that good music. House of worship in the building. I think you know we made it good, right? It was all good. All right. So all praises to Yahweh B'Shem Mashiach Yahushai. Come here, Shala. Ashar Pesach 2018. Hallelujah.
Shalom, shalom. This is Captain Shalaka Bar celebrating the Passover, House of Israel. What Passover means to me is like the scripture says, is the Lord's Passover, who passed over our houses in Egypt, who smoked the Egyptians and delivered our houses, you know, and our people bow their head and worship. Basically, that's what it means to me, because that's what it means to the at the end of the day, we're all Israel. That's all that matters. We're coming back to our nationality, knowing who we are as a people. Kum Yashar.
Shalom, I'm Christina. This is my first Passover, so what Passover means to me is coming together with my brothers and sisters and recognizing how much Yahweh Shah went through for us to get us and to get us in the right position. And I'm just grateful to be here.
What Passover mean to you?
Wow, that to me is a very deep question that I'm not going to fully, completely answer. But to me, Passover is definitely a very special time. It's a time that, number one, brings spiritual family together. You know, even though you might go to a different camp, you know, but this is the time that you come together and you experience every year something new. And to me, the main thing above all that is Yahweh Shah dying for my sins. You know what I mean? And just reliving that, you know, every year. Because we actually go to the slaughterhouse. I go with my husband to see the lamb being slaughtered. And I always go with the mentality of observing that lamb and seeing what it goes through and thinking about him and thinking about how much more he went through. You know, from the moment that they slaughter it, you know, to the moment that it's taken to the house and it's being prepped and everything, and just, I envisioned him through the whole thing. And I really, really would tell to anybody that if when your leader go out to get the lamb, one year just say, I want to go with you. And when you go with the mentality of thinking about Yahweh Shah and visualize what that lamb is going through and think about him. So to me, this is my advice to you. And that's how special Passover is to me, but it is difficult to express, you know, the emotions that I go through when I go through that. But all I have to say is that I love him and I love my family, Israel. You guys, stay tuned with MAG TV. Shalom.
Shalom, Yasha Allah. So, brother asked me what is Passover to me. Passover to me is the complete recognition of Yahweh Shah the Mashiach being our Savior, being that Passover lamb. That's what Passover is to me. You understand? Passover is the connection between the Old Testament and the New Testament. You know, Yahweh Shah, he was that perfect lamb without blemish. You know what I'm saying? Yahushua came and gave us that example, and he fulfilled those prophecies, man. Whenever I celebrate Pesach, whenever I celebrate Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur, I think about Yahushua. That's what the Passover is, Yahushua. Alright?
And if you go plug your YouTube or anything you want to plug on?
Oh yeah, man, please check us out on One Nation. Alright, y'all can check us out on YouTube, One Nation, where my wife posts a lot of videos concerning different camps, the brotherhood, the sisterhood, you know, how to do different things in the nation, sometimes camp videos and teachings. Also check out my page, Hood Politics, Perry Hayes' son, and you will see a lot of videos where I just do actual classes on edification, on scriptures and things of that sort.
That you forgot. In order to find One Nation, you gotta do it on
Right, and in order to find the Hood Politics station, you gotta put Perry, R-R-Y, H-A-Y-S-O-N, son, and you just put Perry Hayes' son all together, it's one word. You know, and you'll get the chance to see videos like an Israelite review on the Boondocks, on anime, and different things of that sort. I go into the scriptures and show you how Moab and Ammon, man, they be stealing from the scriptures making these cartoons, man. I got this brother over here, we working on the anime, just so you know. Alright, we're working on the anime because we gotta show the people the originators of this, man. But nonetheless, man, happy Pesach, Ashar Pesach, happy Feast of Unleavened Bread, enjoy y'all closing services, you know what I'm saying? But when you do your service, remember, the Mashiach, Jesus Christ, that's the Lamb, man. Can't do this without it. Shalom.
How's it going? It's Brother Isaiah from Chilling with Israel Forever. Also from the Apostles of Jerusalem and everything. As I usually go around, you know, doing interviews for different camps, different people and all that. This time, somebody's interviewing me. Wow, that's amazing. Someone's interviewing me now. It's like, okay, let's get ready to roll. What's up, bro? What you want to ask?
That's what you get. They give you what Passover means to you.
What Passover means to me. Alright, like I like to, some people say like the apostle of the present, apostle of the past, apostle of the future. I'm like the apostle of the future. Just like, for example, God will be the one of the present. I know I was the one in the past. I'm the one in the future. What Passover means to me, you're going to pass over to the kingdom of heaven, and Esau going to get burnt up along with those nasty Africans, along with those Sunday worshipers, along with everybody. That's the future of Passover, because the real true Passover is when we leave this wicked, foul country, and Christ is going to be our true Passover, like it says that he's going to get us out of the land of the north and all the country. That's the true Passover. That's the Passover of the future. That's how it is, right there. That's what it means.
Anything else you want to plug, your pages or anything like that?
Of course. Like, for example, during the time of Philadelphia, I remember I did a little video in Philadelphia. I asked, I said, okay, do you have anything for Passover? They're like, what's that? You know, kosher? What's that? Unleavened bread? What's that? You know, the stuff that deals with the Jews celebrating Passover. Oh, you talking about the Jew stuff. The Jew bread and the Jew stuff is already out there. We went down there, we saw some bootleg things right next to that. And then we saw a whole road dedicated to Easter. Chocolate bunnies, weird bunnies, freaky bunnies, vegan bunnies. It was like bunny. And right next to it was some books on like some naughty magazines with naked females. And I know why they did that too, because Easter has a lot of things to do with sex, and people don't really know about that. That's why bunnies have, the reason why is based on that idol known as Diana. Bunnies and chickens, they're known to produce a lot of children. So now, number one, that's why you had Easter bunnies next to the magazines like that. So that's how it is, brother. My bishop, the apostle of Jerusalem, celebrating right here the ending service for all the brothers right here in Israel, and giving a shout out to all the brothers out here. Shalom.
Also familiar with that heat. Listen, man, I ain't gonna say nothing, I'm just gonna do this. That's it, that's it, that's it.
Maccabee Alliance Army, Maccabee Alliance Army, Maccabee Alliance Army, rep the most high, no man can harm me. Maccabee Alliance Army, Maccabee Alliance Army, Maccabee Alliance Army, rep the most high, no man can harm me.
Thank y'all for the blessings. I was cutting but learning lessons. Need to study, stop guessing. Last days, got them stressing. Who you impressing or trying to press? When Messiah returned every tongue fest. Borders of blue when we dress. Seal of David, no crescent. Maccabees Alliance Council. No, we showing they want to cancel. This the holy gavel.
You are now rocking with the Lions of Israel, alright? With Bunya Wasap, my elder, alright? Priest Nagayana. We're inviting all Israelites to come out on October 7th to Marcus Garvey Park. And we're having a live concert. Everything is free, alright? Except for the food. You pay for your own food and for your own drinks. But everything is free, the seats is free. We're gonna have some live concerts, we're gonna have some comedians, some Israelite comedians, yeah, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna have some games for the kids, anything that we could do to unite our people, you know what I'm saying, and have some fun with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? This is what the scriptures commanded us, and this is what's actually expected from us, especially from Hamashiach Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? For all of us to come together and to love each other like Hamashiach loved the church. Alright, so I hope to see y'all there October 7th, Marcus Garvey Park from 12 to 6 o'clock, man. Alright, Israel, love y'all. Shalom.
Hey, Shalom. This is Elder Nagiana introducing you to not only Bunya Wasap's album, his brother Money Gun's album, and Daniela's album, his Fire, and also my album, okay? And my album is called Now Live a Paradise, and the hit song from it is New World Order. And others gonna come out. When you hear the song, and when you hear the album, all albums are gonna be mixed with that spiritual funk and rapid fire, as you say, from Bunya Wasap and myself, and take a listen to the second tune, which is Filthy Rags, which is How Music, Money Gun, and Bunya Wasap. That's really fire. And I think you'll learn from it. You'll dance from it, and you'll learn from it at the same time.
Am I sitting here complaining that, oh, things should be easier for me? No, because I should be more aware of what I should be doing before I even get into it. That's the respect and the high value.
But that's why, like, and even like we have our MAC meetings on Thursdays and everything. And I was like, yo, I got this thing with a list of things at 11. I was like, you know what? Then the last month, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just hold off on it. I said, the reason why is because I don't want people going, not that you want people to cause people to sin, I don't want people going crazy like, yo, I didn't know this and that. And so I said, you know what I'm gonna do? I said, I'm gonna work on it now, right? I'm working on this whole big thing, a list of things, because people don't realize certain bicarbonates are 11s. You understand?
Right.
11 is just a process.
I didn't even know that.
11's a process. 11 is a process. 11 is a process of something rising. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm formulating a thing right now, a list right now, a little pamphlet for the next unleavened bread, so that when everybody comes to the Passover next year, before the Passover, 3 to 4 months before the Passover comes, everybody in everybody's congregation is gonna have this list on what leaven is. What leaven is in like I said, in liquors, what leaven is in foods. You understand what I'm saying? What foods produce leaven and this and all that, the whole 9 yards. So it's like, you know, because people don't really have to understand. Like, I'm gonna give you a perfect example. At One West, they, like I said, they had its own tight ropes, but then they didn't educate us at One West. Like, for example, they was like, oh, leaven is just yeast. I don't know what yeast is. I'm coming out of the world, you know what I'm saying? So they was like, yo, I'm like saying, okay, so I'm saying to myself, well, damn. Okay, so they said, oh, you can't eat bread. You can't eat anything bread. So I'm like, well, damn, can I eat corn muffins? I don't know no better. So my first unleavened bread, I'm eating corn muffins for the week, kid. Not even realizing corn muffins had leaven in it. But you know, and then years later, I said, you know, let me go into this leaven thing, because what is this whole leaven thing? Then I just had to laugh at myself. I'm like, yo, I can see myself trying to abstain from, because they was like bread. I can see myself, I'm abstaining from bread, just trying to think I'm eating corn muffins, thinking that's a righteous thing. I'm like, yo, I'm eating corn muffins all week, I'm good. Nah,
You going to hell though, Bob.
So it was just hilarious because I wasn't really educated on what it was, on how it is. So that's why, like, what we do is we try to, like, listen, that like when we talk about, I said last time I told you, any vodka, any liquor that's made from grain, that's automatic leaven.
And
automatic leaven.
I'm glad you brought that up because
Automatic
I was just
leaven.
looking up on, on Google. I know it's not real scholarship, but just for a glance.
Well, you know what?
Have,
In all
what have
honesty, what you want Google scholarship? Type in Google Scholar. See, they got two Googles people don't know about. They got Google and they have Google Scholar.
Google Scholars?
Google Scholar. Everything.
Google Scholars, check that out.
They got
I didn't
Google
even know that.
Scholar.
You got Google and you got Google Scholars. Check that
Exactly.
out.
So
Check it
type
out.
in Google Scholar. You're gonna see a whole, and these are scholars like world-renowned scholars that they reports and what they did studies the whole 9 yards. Google's for like the average joker, but Google Scholar, when you want to get your scholarship on, even looking up history, this and all that, type in when you go to Google, type in Google Scholar and then bookmark that page. That's how you're gonna get some stuff.
See, this is too much information for Wi-Fi prophets. All
I
right?
don't deal
Too
with
much
Wikipedia,
information for Wi-Fi
Google and all that
prophets.
stuff.
All right?
I do
All they're
Google
gonna do is
Scholar.
Google, and Google.
Nah,
That's all they're gonna do. Just Google this
I'll
shit.
Google back there.
They ain't gonna read no books. They ain't gonna try to read nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo.
My Google now is libraries. I do libraries. I do Strand's bookstore, things like that. Like, listen, it's like, that's what real scholarship is at. Real scholarship is studying, not Google. You understand what I'm saying? Real scholarship is studying, going in there, getting it in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got more books than some cats got. Libraries, I got mad books. I got books that don't see daylight, kid, on the street, because they're so rare. I got books that don't see daylight. You know what I'm saying? I got encyclopedias that's like from the early 1900s, King.
Listen, man, you're now watching archives from 1990s elders, you know what I'm saying, the One West camp. This dude right here was one of the One West, you know what I'm saying? He was part of them. He know what the deal is. He know what's up, man, you know what I'm saying? So all the scholarship that's coming now from him is really taught on One West camp, all right? Before every other camp, you know what I'm saying, branched out. You know what I'm saying? These brothers was dealing with the real original One West dudes, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mount Zion,
10 hours a day, 8 hours teaching, 2 hours, you know what I'm saying? Militant press, more exercise, all that shit, man.
Sunday. It was Thursday was in Brooklyn from like, we got there 11 till like 7 or 8. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 10 to 10. That's how it was, King.
Now, if you was to ask Israelites nowadays to do that shit that these brothers is doing, y'all motherfuckers would drop out, man. Straight up.
And after that, we still had councils, and we had the school councils, then we had your camp councils. Right. We was living that life of Israelite, King.
And all that.
You know what I'm saying? It's like this. See, the thing is this. This is when you live this, you live this. Nobody can take this away from me. You can't take this away from me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people all the time. Once you gave up 5 years of your life for this, what you turning back for? For what? You know, so this is my life right here, King. 25 years
I done gave up a whole lot of friends. I done gave up a whole lot of girls, money, drugs. I gave everything up to find out what the Most High was really working with, man. You know what I'm saying? And ever since I was young, I've been looking for the Most High, and now I found him. I'm never letting him go. All praise to the Most High, Yahweh. Show my shot, yeah, I ain't gonna front. I thought that crack ass Christ was the real Christ, and I found out by Brother Zabak in 2001 that he was you know what I'm saying, that he was a fake and the real Messiah was a black Christ. I found that shit out in 2001, but didn't wake up to 2006. So I'm here, baby. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to my twin, Ephraim McGunn. Love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? May the Most High. The day night, yeah, you know. You know what I'm saying? Yo, all praise to the Most High, that the Most High kept my brother, you know what I'm saying, still in the spirit and alive and able to communicate with old school brothers, you know what I'm saying, with the same spirit, man, you know what I'm saying? I praise the Most High, that the Most High keep all Israelites safe and guard your households and your sons, you know what I'm saying? And with that, I'll say, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.